Good morning, pals. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to another day in the studio. If you do not know me, my name is Sherelle. I am an artist, illustrator and drinker of tea in my happy mug today. Am I happy today? Mostly, yeah. Following on from last week's mental health chat, which I have had quite a lot of comments about, by the way. I want to just say, I appreciate all your comments. It's actually really nice to kind of know that in saying everything I said, that's helpful to some of you in some way, to just kind of, I don't know, help you feel less alone if you're going through the same thing, or to know that it's not just you. I actually had a mental health assessment this morning. I don't know what he said he was. He wasn't a therapist. He was he's like the interim person that kind of assesses you and goes, this is the kind of therapy I think you need. He was very nice. And it was actually quite a long phone call. It was about an hour long, but it was just really nice to say all the things that I've been feeling and that have been going on with me for basically my entire life, let's be honest. I didn't just wake up suddenly with anxiety 2 weeks ago. I have been dealing with anxiety literally my entire life. But it was really nice to just be able to say everything that is going on or historically has gone on with me, and for him just to be like, yeah, I get it, that makes sense. And I'm like, oh, so not crazy after all. And I feel in a really good mood now, but I think I just have to come to realize, and why I hadn't realized this before, I do not know, that anxiety is just inbuilt in me. I just have this, I'm just prone to worrying about things, and I just need better ways to manage that. Sometimes it gets out of control, and while I do my best to manage it, and to be fair, he did say this morning on the phone that it sounds like I'm doing pretty well with essentially a lifetime's worth of anxiety, that I'm not doing too bad. Clearly, I do need some extra support here and there. So that was nice. Anyway, today I am starting work on the January goodie bags, which will be going out as soon as possible this week. But I'm going to try really hard not to get stressed about it. What usually happens, and because I did the goodie bags as actual product launches last year, what usually happens is that all the orders come in for the goodie boxes, and then I am frantic just trying to get them out the door, because I like to have a 1 to 2 day deadline on my orders. When I was doing this as an order basis, so you would order your goodie box and then I would send it out, I would 9 times out of 10, no, let's not say 9 times out of 10, every single freaking time, I would forget something. So I would be yes, everything's ready to go. And then I'd be damn it, I didn't print that one sticker, or I didn't do the character card. So then I would be chasing my tail, trying to get everything done because I've forgotten something. So I'm hoping that doing goodie boxes this way is going to alleviate that stress a little bit, because I'm hoping I've given myself enough time. I've basically said the cutoff for signing up for the goodie box subscription is on the 15th, and then once you've signed up on the 15th, your goodie boxes will be sent out by the last Friday of the month, which is next Friday. So I've given myself almost 2 weeks to get them done. So I'm gonna start on them today, and I'm gonna get done what I need to get done, and I'm gonna stop at 2 o'clock to do my Etsy orders, because this is another thing I always do. I always go, right, I need to get all these orders out, and then I'm damn it, I forgot all the Etsy orders. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to actually set an alarm, stop at 2 and get the Etsy orders done, and that will be about it. By the time Etsy orders are done, we can toddle off down the post box and it'll all be fine and dandy. There are certain elements of the goodie bag, you know what I mean, that I can't put together today, because I am waiting for some of the printed stuff to get here. So I've outsourced some of the printing, especially for the illustration print that you're going to get in there, and what else? The actual goodie bag, because I've had them printed with that company before. And when I say printed, they don't manufacture the entire goodie bag for me. They just print it, and then I have to cut it out and put it together and everything. That is being done by them. The print is being done by them. The sticker packs, done the actual stickers for, but I haven't put them in the packs because, again, I'm having the packs outsourced. What else? really, I think today it's just the sticker sheets that I need to do. And then I think I ordered the stuff for delivery tomorrow. So I think the other stuff will come tomorrow. And then from there, we can put everything together. And then they should be able to be shipped out on Wednesday, which is like well within my deadline. But even so, it's going to be looming over me. It's going to be in my brain. Like, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. I won't forget. I could possibly forget, but I won't forget. I will forget momentarily. And then I will have a panic of like, I forgot about that thing. Oh, but wait, it's still within my deadline. That's how my brain generally works. So yeah. Anyway, should we do some sticker sheets then? I just turned my computer back on and forgot I was playing Sims last night. How cute is this little dinky house though? So I like to build farms on The Sims. I think it's just, I'm just trying to like live my best Hobbit life through The Sims. So I have this huge, great big lot, and I have built this person this like little tiny home, and it's an off-grid lot as well, so there's no electricity. But look at her cute little tiny home. She's got like the tiniest little kitchen. Is that light really hanging low? Maybe that light wasn't such a good idea. I didn't notice that till now. She's got a little tiny kitchen, little tiny sitting area, little tiny bedroom, and a little tiny bathroom. I just love creating these little spaces. I am not the kind of person that builds a mansion on The Sims. She's got this little tiny home, and then over here she has got her little garden, because like I said, I like to do farms. So she's got a little garden, veggie patches, little chicks running around, look, a little chicken coop. And then I actually built her a greenhouse to put all her like veggies and stuff in. So she's got more veggies and stuff in here, little workbench. And eventually I will like fill out this entire plot with like animals and like veggie areas and stuff. But I literally only just started this one. I've got another farm that has like a proper little farmhouse on it and an entire farm. I love it. But I don't want to play like farming simulator because I'm not actually like interested in the actual farming, but I just like the idea of like living off the land and living in a tiny little log cabin, I guess. So yeah. Oh, and she's learning to play guitar as well, because she's definitely one of those that's gonna like sit and play the banjo by the campfire. Yeah. Anyway, let's do some work. Okay, so this is what I mean when I say I always forget about something and I'm usually chasing my tail. But yeah, I've just realised I really don't have that many sticker sheets to actually do, because I am obviously only making the amount of goodie bags that there are for the amount of patrons I have. There possibly will be some left over anyway, because like these stickers I can only make in like groups of 4, so there's 4 to a sheet. So if I've got like 12 of these but I've only sold 11 goodie bags, then there'll be a goodie bag left over, and I'm planning to release any kind of leftover ones whenever I do my next shop update, which currently stands will be in March. Yeah, if any leftovers will go there, but because like this is the first month doing this way, it feels like such a much bigger job than it actually is. I've done the sticker sheets and it took me like, I don't even know what time I started. It took me like less than an hour. I'm like, okay, this is not as huge as in my mind I thought it was going to be, and it's not taking me anywhere near as much time. But I also can't really do anything else until tomorrow when the rest of the products turn up with the delivery, because I was thinking I'll get the pin ready that's going in the goodie bag, but I won't get the pin ready because the backing cards for the pin are on the order that is coming tomorrow. So I'm like, actually I can't do anything until tomorrow. So it means I'm just going to move on to my Etsy orders. After, God, how long have I been like back on Etsy properly now? For anyone who doesn't know, I used to run a wedding stationery business like back in I don't even know actually, like 2016 possibly. But then COVID came along and, you know, like put the kibosh on that, and there was no weddings happening. So I stopped what I was doing because I could not cope with the fact that like most of my customers just wanted to send their products back and they wanted refunds because the dates and stuff that had been put on their stationery was like all wrong, and I ended up refunding loads of people. I didn't technically have to because it was all personalized stuff, but I just felt so bad that I just ended up, I lost loads of money because I just ended up refunding so many people. So that happened, and then we were like, I thought we'd be in lockdown for like a few months, and it went on a lot longer than that, we all know. And it was like homeschooling and having to like have your kids at home all the time, and I could not cope with both. So I kind of decided, well, there are no weddings happening anyway, let's just close down the Etsy shop and everything that we're doing, focus on like surviving the pandemic and like doing the family stuff, and then we'll come back to this. And then post-pandemic, I was like, this is an opportunity to do something different. And it took me a really long time to figure out like what it was I wanted to do. And so from there, I think I've been back on Etsy properly for like, I don't know, like 18 months maybe? I'm not entirely sure, like over a year, but I don't think it's been 2 years, although I could be wrong about that. And since I've been back on Etsy, like my biggest seller has been greeting cards. They are something that sells like fairly consistently for me on Etsy. So I can kind of rely on Etsy for greeting card sales, but I generally don't sell much else there unless I've directed that traffic myself. So if it's people that have followed me on Instagram or YouTube and they wanted international shipping, I would send them to Etsy because Etsy handles all the kind of like different taxes and stuff that possibly have to be paid depending on where you live. And that's a headache I could do without. So I only ship to the UK on my own website. So international sales all go through Etsy. But as far as like the Etsy algorithm and Etsy providing traffic for me, the only reliable product I have on there is greeting cards until very recently. I have been selling loads of planner stickers. I say loads. I think I've sold like 8 or 9 sheets of planner stickers, which is loads compared to, you know, 0. So I've been selling planner stickers, which it did occur to me after a while, like it's January, it's new planner season. I think that's why those are selling quite well at the moment. But I also sold a pin, I think it was last night or the night before, I can't recall. So I've got a pin to send out. Very unusual. Yeah, I'm still selling like greeting cards through Etsy pretty consistently. Not all of the ones that I did before, because a lot of the ones I was doing were like anniversary cards, so like wedding anniversaries. And depending on where you're from, this will be different for you. But for like in the UK, like a first anniversary is traditionally the cotton anniversary. No, it isn't. The paper anniversary. The second anniversary is the cotton anniversary. Third is leather. Fourth is like fruit and flowers, I think, or is that the American version? I can't remember. But basically you have all these different traditional gifts, and I've kind of used that as a basis to make a bunch of like cute punny anniversary cards, and those are the things that sell pretty consistently and pretty well for me. But we're out of wedding season now, so that has kind of slowed down a little bit, but planner stickers have kind of picked back up again, which is really nice. Like it would be nice to sell both like more consistently, but I think that's something you need to be aware of, like when you create products, especially if they're like seasonal. Although an anniversary card doesn't seem that seasonal, people are only buying anniversary cards during wedding season because that's when they got married. You see what I mean? And I'm not saying people don't get married in January. Some people do. The bulk of weddings in the UK happen between like May and October. So like that's wedding season. That's when I'm going to sell the majority of greeting cards, because like I said, most of them are anniversary cards. I do have a selection of birthday cards. They don't seem to sell as well, but I think it's just because I don't have as many, which is something I want to work on this year. So anyway, rambling as per friggin' usual. I'm going to do the Etsy orders, but I just thought it was nice. I thought I would mention it's nice that Etsy has like suddenly changed a little bit, and it's like I'm selling stuff on there that I wouldn't normally, and it feels pretty damn good. So let's do the orders. Okay, pals, the Etsy orders are all done. Again, didn't take me very long, so I'm really pleased about that. Etsy orders are done. I've got a couple of things on my Notion to-do list that I can just quickly sit and do now, and then that leaves me kind of free for like the rest of the week just to work through packaging up the goodie bag orders and stuff. So yeah, I feel on track. I feel really, really good today. Partly it's probably because of the phone call that I had this morning, and I'm like, just feels nice to get a whole load of stuff off my chest, I guess. So that feels nice, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, I feel like I'm on top of things. It will not last. I will feel like I'm drowning in responsibilities again in 3 to 5 working days, I guarantee it. But for now, I'm like, this is nice, this is good. What have I got to do? Oh, I'm going to change the banners on my Patreon and on my website. So I put these little banners up kind of I'm going to say every month. I wasn't doing it every month last year because basically every time I had a new theme for like a new goodie box or a shop update, then I would make a new banner to kind of give you a hint as to the theme. That's kind of the idea. So now I'm doing goodie boxes monthly. I'm going to change the banner theme monthly so that you have a bit of a sneak peek idea of what the theme is for the next month's goodie box. So yay! I think that's quite exciting. So yeah, I'm going to get that done now, because I was going to get that done after the January boxes have already gone out, but I've got some time, so let's just do it now. Okay, pals, I have updated the banner on the Patreon and on the website, and then also fallen into a hole of designing the February goodie box packaging, which I didn't intend on doing, but when I was putting the banner together, I then just had an idea and I was like, I need to write this down to see how it's gonna go. I have no idea if it's actually going to work out or not, but I'm not going to prototype it today because I want to get the January goodie box done before I move on to the February one. So the January one's obviously done, but I mean I want to get them all shipped and done before I move on to the February one. I've just done some sketching of kind of like a prototype box design. I don't know if it's going to work. It's going to be the most complicated box I've ever designed if it does work. But we shall see, we shall see. I will test it out with like just plain card at some point, but not today because it's like 5 to 2. I said I was stopping at 2 to do Etsy orders, but then I actually managed to do the Etsy orders within this time anyway. So I do technically still have an hour, but I do want to eat some food, and I'm trying to like take things really slowly at the minute. And it probably to like everyone else seems like I never do any work. But the thing is, I kind of work constantly. So even when I'm not like sitting down at my desk doing stuff, it's all firing up here all the time. I kind of want to make a point to like go a bit slower and not do stuff if I don't need to right now. So yeah, there are things that I probably could be doing. I did want to do like some more Valentine's designs, and I wanted to test out doing wrapping paper as well. But quite honestly, I should have done that stuff last week before I sent off my print order. But I really want to get the print order sent off because I really wanted to get the January goodie boxes made up, and it just didn't fall in line quite right. And I don't want to put in an order just for like one sheet of like test wrapping paper because that seems like such a waste. So I will wait until I do my next order from my printer, and yeah, just wait until then before I test these things out, because I tend to go at like a million miles an hour all the time. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm like trying really hard to like, no, let's just chill. It's winter, so let's just chill out a little bit. Like, we'll start moving at a more vigorous pace as the year goes on, I'm sure, but for now I'm like, I don't want to get stressed because that's when my anxiety kicks in. So I'm just trying to be gentle with myself, but equally I'm super excited about this February goodie box already, and I haven't even, the idea I'm excited about anyway. Whether or not it actually like pans out in real life remains to be seen. I hope it does, because in my head it is the coolest thing ever, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to call it for today. Like I said, I've just got to take some post down to the post box, but I'm going to eat some food first, maybe watch a little Netflix or something, and then I will get my post in the post box before the end of the day, and then I will see you back here tomorrow. Good morning, pals. Welcome back to another day in the studio. Today is Tuesday. I am still waiting for my print order to turn up. It's like 11 o'clock right now. I got in from walking the dog at like 9:30 this morning, and I was like, wow, I'm in really early. I'm going to be in the office by like 10. Did not happen. It's 11 o'clock now. I don't know, really, I have nothing to show for the time that I have wasted this morning, I don't think. Oh, actually, that's a lie. If you can see that my eyebrows are red, it's because I waxed my eyebrows. But that was like a thing that desperately needed doing this morning. So yeah, I suppose I do have something to show. Red eyebrows. I don't know if you can really see it that well on camera, but they were really red for ages, and it was taking ages to go down, and they still look a little bit red. It's because I just have like really sensitive skin. So yeah, I'm still waiting for the post to arrive today, which hopefully has my print order in it so we can make up the January goodie boxes. Yesterday I said that I had a really cool idea for the February goodie boxes, which I already have a theme for. So when I'm saying like, oh, I've just had an idea, it's not the idea for the theme. It's just like, how am I gonna like actualize this thing? And I said, I think yesterday, that I wasn't gonna actually like prototype the thing because I want to like complete the January boxes before I think about the February ones, but lo and behold, I went ahead and prototyped the thing because that's the kind of person that I am. It got to like, I needed to break at like 3, I don't know what time it was when I stopped filming yesterday, but probably like 3ish. And then by 4 o'clock I was like, oh, I'm raring to go again. But I didn't film anything because it's dark at that time. I don't want to film in the dark. But I did prototype a box. This is the box. And I said it would be, oh, and it's got tape on it because the paper that I have is not actually the right size for this, so I'm going to have to order some bigger cardstock to actually make this thing when I make it for real. But I just wanted to test that the actual like thing would work. And I said yesterday, like, if I can pull this off, it will be the most complicated box I've ever made, which it doesn't look very complicated, but it's got rounded corners, and I was very impressed at my genius of making these rounded corners of this box. So this is a complete, let me open it. It's a complete, oh yeah, I just put some stuff in there so I could like test out what would fit. It's a bit messy because it's a prototype, but it is a complete box. So it's going to be one entire thing. I think the boxes I've done before, I don't have any to hand. The ones I've done before have been like a top and bottom, which I could have done for this, but I just like the idea that it was like one entire thing. Although if it was a top and bottom, like this kind of stuff would be like neater. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it's like, it's got like an overlap here. Do I hate it? No. Do I love it? Also no, but it's not the finished piece, so this box will look, I can't close it up now. This box will look entirely different by the time it's actually like ready to go. And it's in the right colours and it's got the right printing and stuff on it. So I'm not overly concerned that it's a bit messy for the moment. But yeah, I worked on that, which I said I wasn't going to do, but I did. So, and what else? I did something else. I thought as I was doing that, I was like, that's two things I said I'm not going to do. Can't remember. Oh, it might have just been that I was like not going to do any more work, which was a lie. And that I was not going to work on a prototype for this box, which was also a lie, as it turns out. So yeah, that is that. I can't really do much more with it until I order some materials, which I don't want to do for the moment, because quite honestly, I've had to pay my tax bill, which is not really a tax bill, it's the national insurance part of it. I don't really know. I had to pay some money, and I'm like, my bank account's looking a little bit tight right now. The government wanted my money. So I don't really know what to do with myself right now. I'm waiting for my print order to come in, like I said. Can't really do the February goodie box until I have some more materials. Plus I don't really want to work on that just now. The temptation to just sit and play The Sims until my print order arrives is pretty high right now. Pretty high right now. Again, stayed up really late last night playing Sims by accident because I meant to go to bed at 10. I even set an alarm and then I turned off the alarm. I was like, I'll just finish this one little bit, and then it was 11:45. Who knew? I've moved away from my farm and I'm currently building a health spa. Make of that what you will. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm going to check my laptop to see if I've got anything urgent on my to-do list, which I don't think I do currently, because I think I did the things yesterday because it didn't take me half as long as I thought it would yesterday to get done what I needed to get done. I also have I have a few like other projects in mind at the minute that I'm like, I should really work on that, but I don't really know. I just for some reason can't muster the motivation to work on it. I really just don't know what to do with myself this morning. So I actually decided to work on an illustration. I decided I would work on a little Valentine's card that I wanted to do. So this is me working on that illustration. Alright pals, it's a bit of a weird angle, but it's the best I can do from in the car. I just finished up that illustration and, bear with, I can't see around the corner. Yeah, just finished up that little illustration that I was doing there, and it looks really cute. I'm going to use it for a Valentine's card, and it's going to say life is butter with you, or life is butter with you in it, or something along those lines. Just thought that was cute, so I'm going ahead with that. But I'm now off to go hang out with Sophie from Sophie Doodles for just a little while, because she sent me a message this morning. I was like, pal, I've got no work to do. It's not entirely true, there's stuff I could be getting on with, but I've got no motivation to do any of it, so I'm gonna go hang out with my pal and have a little business meeting for a little while. As an aside, we always say that they're business meetings, but these business meetings are mostly just coffee and cake. So, you know, not really a business meeting, but we'll say it is. You're on the vlog now. Oh, hello. All right, pals, I am back. Oh, I'm a bit uncomfy, hold on. I am, back in the studio. Had a nice little chat with Sophie for a while, chatting about all sorts of stuff, really. The state of the world, mental health stuff, just, you know, just a good old business meeting. I'm quickly getting some lunch. I got myself a Lidl's special dip and munch. What else do I have to tell you? I'm gonna get back on with that illustration that I started before I went out, and today has just not been a productive day. You know what, some days are just like that. I feel like my output when I am productive is like really high, or at least I like to tell myself that. I feel like when I am in a like able to be a productive mood, then I can get quite a lot done, but often there are days where I am not productive at all, and it feels a little bit frustrating, but I am trying to remind myself that I told myself for this month I would just like go slow. No, it's not a sprint. Like, I don't have to get everything done a million miles an hour all the time. Equally, there isn't really anything I can be doing right now that is productive for like my immediate tasks, because my delivery has not turned up today. I'm now wondering if when I selected the delivery, I selected it for Wednesday. I can't remember. I don't even think I've had an email to say it's been dispatched. Maybe I need to look into this, because I'm waiting for a delivery that thus far has not materialised. So yeah, I'll probably have a look into that in a bit. But for now, I'm just going to draw a bit more and just do like a greeting card design, and then I will probably catch you back here tomorrow. Hello pals, welcome back to another day in the studio. I have not done my hair today, you can really tell, and I've had a hat on all morning, so never mind. It did look cute when I got up this morning, but now it just looks a bit naff. But anyway, I have been out this morning. Lewis treated me to a nice little lunch date, and I'm back in the studio now, and I am going to make up the Good Soup goodie bags, which are the January goodie bag box. Everything's here, everything's ready to go. So the parcel that I was waiting for with all the printed goods in it came yesterday, and I have unpacked that already, and it had the little backing cards in it for the little garlic guy pin, which obviously is going in the goodie bag. So today all I need to do is just get everything packed up, and then I can get all the goodie bag orders shipped out. And I'm so excited, because I'm pretty sure I filmed already that I kind of started prototyping the February goodie box. So I'm really excited to be getting on with that. But I wanted to get this one kind of complete first and out the door, so I can be like, move on to the next thing. So yeah, I'm super excited to get this one done and for you all to receive them, because they're just so adorable. And then we can be moving on to the February box after that. So yeah, I'm very excited. Let's get on with it. Right, pals, that was probably the most stressful goodie bag prep I have ever done in my life. But here they are, done, finally. I think this was attempt 4, the amount of paper I just wasted redoing these bags, because first off, I forgot the size that they were supposed to be, and I made them too long. Then I made them too wide, so they wouldn't fit in my little crimper thing. Then I looked at the fronts of all of them and they were all wonky. So it's been stressful, but I got there. I got there in the end. The little soup packets are done. Somebody did comment on one of my videos to be like, if it's soup, shouldn't it be in a can? And I was like, that was actually a really good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But what I had in mind was like instant soup, you know, like cup soup. This was where I was going with this packet. So it's like instant soup, and then inside it has veggies, because it's a vegetable soup. That was where my brain went with that. So if you were confused why it's called the Good Soup goodie bag, and yet it's not in a can, it's because it's an instant cup soup. So I have these done. Honestly, the amount of time this has taken me, and I didn't even have that many to do. I only had to do like 5. But yeah, it's because I just couldn't remember how I did the prototype. Like, I knew I prototyped it and I knew it worked, but could I remember how the prototype worked? No, I could not. This is why generally if I'm working on something, I like to just work on it and complete it as an entire project, because if I have to leave it and come back to it, I will have either forgotten how to do it, or I will not like it anymore because I have moved on with my life. So you know, that's why I like to do these things in that way, because I know how I work. I know myself well enough to know that if I leave a project and come back to it, something will go wrong. Hence, you know, so for the next goodie box, I won't be doing that. I will be basically getting them all done in one go. So these ones are ready to go out to my patrons. So I'm going to get that done just now. I'm going to get them packaged up and labelled and in the post, ready to go. And then that's it for the January goodie boxes. They will be done, complete, and I feel really good about that. Boxes are done. These are all ready to go out. I'm so excited to get them out. It feels really scary because it's like the first one. It's not really the first one. I've done this so many times, but it's the first one since the goodie box. I keep calling it the goodie box subscription, but this is a goodie bag that I'm sending out this time. But same principle applies. Maybe I need to come up with a better name for it. I don't know. But it's the first one since it's been a subscription thing. So for some reason that feels like extra scary because it's different. But yeah, I'm so excited for those who have signed up for the Goodie Box subscription to get their January Goodie Box. It's just, I love it. I need to get those down to the post box. I also just want to have a quick tidy up in here. What time is it? It's only 2:30, it's fine. So yeah, I want to have a quick tidy up in here. And then by the time I've done that and taken the post, it will be clocking off time. And what day is it? Gosh, it's Thursday. It's Thursday already. So yeah, what I need to do is send the post off, tidy up and edit this vlog because it's Thursday already and I lost a whole day somewhere this week. I think I lost 2 whole days somewhere this week. I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay pals, I have tidied up in here, I have done the post. I am a little bit damp from being out in the rain, but it sounds nice, listen. I do love the sound of the rain. That is it for me this week. I will be back next week where we will start working on the February Goodie Box. And if you have liked the look of the January Goodie Box, I am sorry to say that you missed it, but you can now sign up for the February Goodie Box, which is available through my Goodie Box subscription via Patreon. The links for that are in the description. I hope you've enjoyed this one, pals, and I will see you next time.